Welcome to Shoe Leather Faith. We're starting a brand new series today, and the series is on raising kids for fun and profit. And I hope that you'll join me through this entire series as we take our children from birth all the way through to when they're walking out the door and moving into their own house. At the beginning of this series, you who are parents must accept the fact that you are not raising children. That's a false premise. You're not raising children. You're raising adults. You've already got children, and they all start out foolish, inadequate human beings. They can't change their own diaper. They can't feed themselves. They can't talk. They can't walk. They can't crawl. And if you want to send them to the store to get a carton of milk, they can't even do that. Your task in about 18 years' time is to turn them into autonomous, functional human beings who are fully adult and can handle it on their own. In 18 years or so, you've got the task of cutting that umbilical cord once and for all. If you don't cut that emotional and psychological cord between yourself and your children, they'll tear it apart by themselves, or they will become forever dependent upon you for everything. Understand also that God only entrusts children to amateurs. You're not a professional. You're not an expert. I'm not a professional parent, and I'm not an expert parent. I made all the mistakes that a parent can make. Just ask my 4 children. And they're probably continuing it on into their own children, my grandchildren. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Now there's 100 different kinds of sermons on that one verse. Let's just take it simply. That tells me that we as parents have to train our children to grow up. That word train up is an interesting Hebrew word. It's also used of a wet nurse who teaches, or a mother who teaches her child to suckle by putting a paste of honey and dates all mashed up together on the roof of their mouth. That trains them to suckle because they're busy licking it off the roof of their mouth. It's a wonderful picture. So to train them up, we have to know our plan, we have to know our children, and we have to know our God. Those 3 things, and we're going to deal with those in the next 3 sessions as we go through this. I'll be putting 2 videos a week up so that you can get on top of this and get the information. And I'll be putting this up on our website, shoeleatherfaith.org, and you can download this and follow along with me, take notes and say, oh, he's using this verse wrong, or I don't agree with him here, or that didn't work for me. So I'll be putting this up, and you can download it for yourself. shoeleatherfaith.org, and it's free. Let me read you a poem. I took a piece of plastic clay and idly fashioned it one day, and as my fingers pressed it still, it bent and yielded to my will. I came again when days were past, the bit of clay was hard at last. My early impress still it bore, and I could change its form no more. I took a piece of living clay and gently formed it day by day, and molded with my power and art a young child's soft and yielding heart. I came again when years were gone, it was a man I looked upon. He still that early impress wore, and I could change him nevermore. That can be a scary poem, or it can be a joyful poem, a hopeful poem. In this series, we're going to move from the childhood to the adolescence of those children God's entrusted to our care. It's going to take us a while. Be patient, but I will give you notes that you can follow along as we go along. We'll be dealing with just basic information in the first week or 2, and then we'll deal with the issue of disciplining children. That should be fun. And then we're going to get into educating our children, and then how to handle our kids when they hit puberty and become adolescents and move towards adulthood. I'm going to put this document up on the website, and I want you to download it and evaluate it for yourself and follow along with me as I go. I hope that you'll subscribe to this channel and follow along in this parenting series. If you're not a parent yourself, I'll bet you know someone who is a parent. Let them know about it. And if you have grandchildren, send this material and an invitation along to your children that this may be something that will help them. All of us need help with our kids and our grandkids. Trust me. None of us are experts. None of us are professionals. We're amateurs, and God trusted our children to a bunch of amateurs. So subscribe to this channel, and if you would like this video, and if you have any comment or question, would you put it down below in the comment section, and I will respond personally to it. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time as we continue on with Knowing Your Plan.